Ladies and gentlemen, time for your headline bout of the evening. The Glory Heavyweight World Championship belt is on the line between Errol Zimmerman and Rico Verhoeven.
The vision I have for this fight is it's going to be a hard fight, always, because Errol brings hard fights.
I'm in good condition, I feel good, I'm confident about this fight that I will win the belt and nobody can stop me. If you like ping pong, bowling, this kind of things, you have to look to Rico, man. That's his style. Ping pong, play tennis, making points. I'm not the guy that make points, I'm the guy that put you on the ground. I'm the guy that knock you out, let him cry, break everything.
In the end, yeah, he's going down. He's gonna lose. He's not gonna touch me. He can't throw any bombs anymore because I'm just too quick for him. So somewhere throughout the fight, he's gonna give up. He's gonna break mentally, and yeah, I'm gonna run over him like a bulldozer.
Rico Verhoeven preparing for his first title defense backstage. Hard to believe, just 25 years of age. Grew up in a fighting family, trained by his father. And here's a guy, he stands 6'5", weighs 252 pounds. Stephen, he was so big that at 16, he was forced to face adult competition because they couldn't find anybody his age, his size to compete against.
Life just wasn't fair to him, but look what he became, Morrill. World heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he began training Kyokushin with his father at age 6 before transitioning to kickboxing training at age 14. His second daughter, Jaslyn, was born January 13th of this year. Now, he's a guy that doesn't always look for the KO. We know that. He looks to score with his technique. He wants to outlast his opponents, which is, of course, a stark contrast to his opponent here tonight. Verhoeven has just 10 knockouts in his 54 wins.
Yeah, it's definitely, as cliche as it may sound, the bull and the matador, and that man there is the guy that's going to be moving out of the way as that rhino comes at him.
Here's a guy who has faced and defeated. Well, now we look at Errol Zimmerman. He's going to talk about Verhoeven's big wins, but Zimmerman has had some big wins, but also some big losses. Here's a guy that born with power, blessed with fight-ending power, and with that, you know, great power comes with great responsibility. He hasn't always been responsible to his own career, enjoyed the party lifestyle, but at the fighter meeting, I gotta say, looks like he's in the best shape I've seen him in.
At the age of 29, this knockout machine has already amassed 115 fights in his career. Here comes Errol Zimmerman.
Spartans, prepare for glory!
29-year-old Errol the Bone Crusher Zimmerman. His record, 103 victories, 11 losses, a draw, 44 wins inside the distance, 4-4 in glory with all 4 wins via form of a knockout. He's an attacker, a brawler, a power. He is the Bone Crusher.
And as much as he's a brawler and a knockout guy, he claims to us that he's going to fight smart, not emotional. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm going to have to see that to believe it, because he's one of the most passionate guys I've ever seen in the sport.
Did he take a polygraph?
He said he won't chase Rico Verhoeven, and he said that his anger is a strength because he can control it.
He is back to silence the critics and once and for all prove that he belongs among kickboxing royalty. He is Rico Verhoeven.
Rico the Prince Verhoeven is the king of the Glory Heavyweight division, making his way to the ring for his first title defense. Steven, give us the 4-1-1 on how these two bitter rivals match up.
Well, these two young men match up well in terms of age, height, and weight. Zimmerman does have the upper hand in terms of experience. So the big question is, can Verhoeven avoid the Bone Crusher's power early and take it to the later rounds and test his cardio? Either way, I expect nothing short of a hate-filled, intensity and drama-filled match from these two lads.
And the tail of the tape brought to you by 5-Hour Energy Shots, now with a new improved taste. So we are set for a grudge match, the rubber match, and the match to determine the Glory Heavyweight Champion. Let's throw it up to the international voice of Glory. Here's Mr. Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the headline bout of the evening. 5 rounds for the Glory Heavyweight Championship of the world. A rubber match in an epic heavyweight trilogy. This bout sanctioned by the World Kickboxing Association. Their U.S. President Brian Crenshaw is with us ringside. At the opening bell, your referee will be Al Wickers. From the Hampton Coliseum to kickboxing fans watching in every corner of the globe, it's time for Glory! Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, a World Grand Prix European champion. His professional record impressive, 103 wins, 11 losses, 1 bout scored even with 44 knockouts. Standing 6 feet 5 inches tall, 1.96 meters. He weighed in at 247 pounds, 112 kilos. He fights tonight out of Curacao by way of the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Errol the Bone Crusher Zimmerman. His opponent fights out of the white corner. Needs no introduction. He comes in on a Glory fight win streak. His professional record, 44 wins with 10 losses, 10 of those wins by knockout. He too stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, 1.96 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at an even 252 pounds, 114.3 kilos, fighting tonight out of the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending Glory Heavyweight Champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven. And once again, your referee in charge is Al Wickers.
All right, fellas, want to have a good, clean fight, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times, fight clean, fight hard. Any questions, Rico? Errol? Hook them up, let's rock and roll. Back to the corner, okay? Back to the corner. Rico?
And this was a scene at the weigh-in yesterday. They could not wait to get things started. Having a scuffle, being separated by Glory matchmaker Core Hammers. No love lost between these rivals, Rico Verhoeven and Errol Zimmerman. And the wait is over. The rubber match to complete the trilogy for the big one. The championship begins, and they do touch gloves. In their first meeting back in 2012, Verhoeven was caught with a left uppercut in the opening minute. That finished the fight, but then he rebounded with a technical display, winning the rematch at Glory 9 via unanimous decision. Verhoeven's camp doesn't think Zimmerman could go 5 rounds. Zimmerman already testing him with a right hand, and now he gets caught. Zimmerman gets caught by Verhoeven.
Zimmerman is in big trouble here.
And
Verhoeven's got to be careful.
Zimmerman says that he will never be stopped by Verhoeven, that he can't knock him out. Limited knockout power. Well, he tasted it early.
Verhoeven jumped on him a little bit too wild there. He's had him hurt. Oh, another big right hand by Verhoeven.
Verhoeven told us he's never been mentally tougher, and already Zimmerman just swinging wildly after tasting the power of the champion in the first minute of the first round. Zimmerman told us his style may empty his gas tank, but he will not mentally break in this fight. He was born to fight. Sharpened his skills under core hammers in the late Ramon Deckers. Push kick from Verhoeven.
That really surprised me that Verhoeven could hurt Errol Zimmerman like that early.
Oh, nice combination from Zimmerman. The right hand behind the guard, followed by the left down the middle.
But the tricky thing is after Zimmerman throws a big combination, he backs up.
Again, 5 3-minute rounds to determine the champion.
That's not a good sign.
Stiff jab by Verhoeven.
All the emotions could very well eat away at the gas tank of Errol Zimmerman.
Another good jab, splits the guard, and there's a right cross across the jaw. Zimmerman on inline skates along the ropes. Verhoeven going in to finish the fight, and now it's Zimmerman coming back, and he's down.
That was, Rico's just a little too aggressive when he hurts him like that. That should have been very well a knockdown, but the problem is Verhoeven got too aggressive.
Yeah, Wickers willing to slip, and Verhoeven actually hit him while he was down there. Tries to land the left head kick, and now jacking the jaw again of Zimmerman, who doesn't appear to be completely steady. Push kick, and that sends Zimmerman down. But again, Wickers not ruling it a damaging blow.
Zimmerman doesn't look good right here.
So again, coming in, Rico Verhoeven with just 10 stoppage wins in 54 professional fights.
This is going to help Zimmerman to break.
10 seconds left in an action-packed opening round where the champion has already hurt the challenger. Low outside kick there by Verhoeven, and at the bell, and Verhoeven punching after bell has to be restrained by the referee. Here's the skirmish at the end, Steven.
Okay. They were getting really wild here. Verhoeven had him hurt, but Zimmerman fought back. And down, you can't punch a guy when he's down. And
all right, let's get special guest analyst Mike Tyson's thoughts, courtesy with standing by with Luke Thomas.
All right, I'm here with one of the greatest icons of sports in the 20th century, Mike Tyson. Mike, welcome to Glory. All right, give us your perspective on that first round. They seem to be fighting angry.
Well, listen, it's clear they got animosity from their last two encounters. Rico is doing great. He's keeping him at distance with his long feet. I believe the fight was that one slip was a knockdown. Because soon as he connected, he went down. Regardless if he slipped or not, soon as he connected, he went down. And Rico's ahead.
We'll check in with Mike later. Morrow, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Luke. Fight Professor Iron Mike agrees with you when it comes to the slip that should have been ruled a knockdown.
Yeah, that was a knockdown.
How do you score the opening round?
Well, it was almost I want to say 10-8 round because Rico had him hurt a couple times. But the problem is this. Errol fought back. Usually when you get hurt like that, you get a 10-8 round where there's not a knockdown involved. But it's because the guy is so out of it, he never fights back. But Errol fought back, so I probably go with a 10-9 for Rico Verhoeven.
Inside low kick by Verhoeven, the high head kick misses by Zimmerman.
Zimmerman looks kind of out of gas already. I'm shocked. Because we made a comment about how good he looked, how he looked like he was in tip-top shape.
Yeah,
he looks tired already.
And there's looks soft around the middle too. I mean, it's interesting, but they are definitely expending all kinds of energy, a lot of animosity as we have documented going into this fight. Everyone throwing with bad intentions, and Verhoeven with the advantage in terms of total strikes landed. And look at the connect rate, over 60%.
Verhoeven is definitely more aggressive in this fight than I've ever seen him fight recently, especially against Zimmerman in that second fight. The second fight was a very technical thing. Verhoeven used a lot of good low kicks to put Errol Zimmerman down. They weren't knockdowns, but it made him really confused about what was going to happen. So,
and of course, bad blood can bring out the best and worst of each other as things now slow down a bit. As Verhoeven taking the fight to Zimmerman, attacking the lead leg.
One thing I agree with Iron Mike Tyson about is the fact that the front kick from Verhoeven is a very effective weapon here, and it's done damage. It hasn't just been a rangefinder.
Spinning back kick, and Verhoeven catches Zimmerman, and Zimmerman appears to be hurt.
Uh-oh.
He is clutching his knee, his right knee.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wow.
8. Where's the doc?
Yeah, he's clutching his right knee. The doctor now being brought into the ring.
Hopefully we get a replay of how he landed after that back kick. The back kick was pretty wide. Hopefully this guy's got the Mr. Miyagi touch.
That poke it back. I'm trying to. See it right there?
Yep.
You want to go all the way down?
Long, right.
That's not going to do it.
Not gonna go, Errol. No.
That's
That's it.
Try. Please try. Please try.
Errol Zimmerman pleading with the doctor to try to help him continue, and you have to admire that.
But you've got to be able to stand up on your own volition. If you can't, it's over.
Right.
I know. Yep. I know. Yep. Got 2 minutes. He blews the out. He can't continue. The fight's over with.
Okay, referee telling Verhoeven that Zimmerman has 2 minutes in order to try to continue. Look at this sign of sportsmanship. Well, it's over. Anticlimactic finish, but what a sign of sportsmanship by Verhoeven. The rivalry ends, unfortunately, with an injury to the right knee of Errol Zimmerman, but the Glory heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven letting bygones be bygones, helping him try to get back to his feet. Stephen, we never want to see serious injury.
No.
And unfortunately, it couldn't come at a worse time for Errol Zimmerman as he's being helped by his corner.
Oh, he's in pain right here.
Darn it.
They got to put him down, put some ice on that thing.
Well, let's go back to Luke Thomas and Iron Mike Tyson.
All right, Mike. Unfortunately, it ended in an injury. What can we take away from tonight's main event?
Well, listen, it was a very competitive fight. In my opinion, I believe Rico was ahead. He was more superior in the athleticism department. He was hitting with, he was landing very crisp, solid punches, very accurate. I don't know. He's injured, he's hurt, he couldn't continue. They could do a fourth fight of Rico reigns supreme, one or the other.
Mike, we really appreciate your perspective. Thank you for coming to Glory tonight. Hope to see you again. Morrow, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Luke. Thank you very much, Iron Mike Tyson, and a despondent Errol Zimmerman, already ice being put on that right knee.
Yeah. So it was a wild back kick, and he, you know what? He stepped wrong, and he totally popped his knee or did something. It's probably going to be a sprain. It's probably not a sprain. It's probably a tear.
Ill-advised move by Zimmerman.
Because he never really threw a back kick. And see, right there, oh, man. You know, Rico was countering, but, you know, Errol stepped wrong and just, bam, ouch. It's a big man stepping on a, you know, a smaller leg.
So it will go down as a medical stoppage win for Rico the Prince Verhoeven, who successfully defends the Glory Heavyweight Championship. Let's go to our ring announcer, Tim Hughes, to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, you watched it as it happened. We have an official time of 2 minutes, 17 seconds of that second round when the opponent was unable to continue. So your winner and still Glory Heavyweight Champion of the World, Rico Verhoeven.
So it will go down as a second round TKO win.
The Glory Heavyweight belt of former heavyweight champion, Mike Tyson.
Big smile on Verhoeven's face. Wonder if he ever thought that Mike Tyson would be wrapping that championship belt around his waist.
I think that may be the first time Mike Tyson has actually done that.
Well, we laugh now. Let's go to Luke Thomas, standing by with the champion.
I'm here with the Glory heavyweight champion, Rico Verhoeven. Rico, it didn't really end in a way that anyone had wanted, but you look dominant, at least for huge portions of that fight. What do you take away from this victory?
Yeah, of course. Like I said in the interview before, like you guys saw, Errol always brings hard fights. He's never come to play. So, yeah, and that's what I also don't do. So it's going to be fireworks, and it was for 2 rounds. And, yeah, then he made the spinning kick and hurt his knee. Yeah, nobody wants a fight to end like this, not even me. You know, I win, but in the end, nobody wants to win like this. So I told Errol right away, we're going to do it again. You know, he deserves it. He's a great fighter, and all props to him. I hope his recovery will be fast and quick so he can get back to training.
I was just going to ask that. You had a long training camp. When are you going to come back? When are you going to defend this Glory belt again?
As soon as possible.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven!